girl, I'm Monty Caesar. Smoke.
Boy, Dre, they forever, baby. Brian Reeves, Director 70 times 7.
And it's your boy, Artist.
The girl Tasia name. Girl named Masam.
Young Spook, one half the Back End Business Podcast.
Aaron, the Gap 2 Diva.
Big stuff.
Are you Milan? Here, Milan.
It's your girl, Flaming Gina.
This Auntie Pig.
Or Lou.
Ebony, aka Ebony with an I. I'm from the Big Head Radio Show, and I'm
With the King Teeth Network, huh?
All right, and we're back. This is the King TV Network. I never know how to start, but we're starting now. But I have a beautiful guest with me, Miss Angel Dust.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Can you please tell them where they can find you at real fast?
Hey everybody, it's your girl Angel Dust here. Y'all can find me on all streaming platforms at Angel Dust. Y'all can find me on all social media. That's Angel Dust, ANGELLL_DUSSTT. That's Instagram. And y'all can also follow my music page on Facebook. And that's capital ANGEL, capital DUST, no spaces, all one word. Let's not make things complicated.
So you just heard her, right? We're getting professional out here. She broke it down, Instagram, Facebook. She told y'all how to spell it. It's Angel, it's not hard. But y'all gonna get it. I love it, but that's what we need. We are stepping up our game here.
Yes.
We are in the headquarters. Shout out to Studio Zero. This is the King TV Network. I don't know what interview this is, but it's a lot of them motherfuckers. So go check those out and then get to this one. Or do this one first, then go back.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do, just know you here with us.
Period.
So we're gonna get your story. We're gonna get how you had to start flexing on these motherfuckers a little bit. And your new single, Gotta Flex.
Yeah.
And I believe the other single was Drive Slow.
Yes.
And you was. That's the one you did in Miss Sharice Bryan,
Yes.
My World Studio.
Shout out to my boo.
Shout out to,
Sharice.
look, that you are my heart. I appreciate you and everything you've done for me, of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
But before we get to those, because those are the kind of the two big singles you push and really have elevated yourself creatively, I want to get to the beginning of who is Angel Dust?
Angel Dust. Who is she? Y'all know? Y'all know who that is?
I'm still trying to figure out. I know she's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I know she's gorgeous.
Thank you.
She's very well spoken,
Oh, thank you.
and she
Good
get her
time.
money because she whipped up straight from
Okay.
from the. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. But who else for the royal family? Who else is Angel? Who is she?
Angel is goofy, bubbly, very smart, book smart, street smart, and I'm very serious. I'm a really big on businesswoman. I'm really big on I'm gonna pop my shit, but don't disrespect me. And I'm really addictive, and that's kind of where Angel Dust comes from. I'm really like smooth and melodic. I'm definitely a good vibe, but you're definitely gonna keep me on repeat. You know.
It just clicked. Angel Dust. Oh my God, that's like the '80s drug, right? That's the drug that everybody was on. They was just, hey, and you just saw that person. Like, that's what one of them was. Yeah, okay, so
but
you're
don't do
addicted.
drugs. Don't do drugs.
No, absolutely not.
Just listen to my music.
That's what we're getting at. I love the comparisons though. Where did the name come from?
Let's see. So
When actually? 'Cause we kinda told you.
2015.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
So I was with a Cleveland group. They're called CNC, Calm and Cozy. Shout out to my guys. I was with them. I was doing a lot of background music for them, or I said background music, background vocals for them. I was doing some writings and stuff, and I did sing some hooks for them, and I started singing hooks for other people in the city. And it's just like, what is my name? Like, what can I be known as? Like, what can I be known as? And a lot of them said that they really like my tone because it's really soft and it's really like mellowy and it's a vibe. And I was like, okay, so I'm addictive. And I was like, wait a minute. What if we did a spin on it and just called me Angel Dust? Because I'm a vibe.
And what was the reaction when you kind of came out as officially Angel Dust?
You seen the meme with the black man doing like,
Uh-huh.
that That was my reaction. I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell did I just do? And I was like, it actually makes sense. It actually makes sense for me.
Yeah. It fits.
It does.
Because I'm addicted. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I couldn't wait till she got on my show.
Stop.
I see her all the time. I didn't want to look like I was thirsty, but I asked every time.
And here I am.
And here she is. So if you don't ask, you don't receive.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely
That's
not.
amazing.
Thank
So
you.
when did you know you could sing?
I knew I could sing.
Like sang. Like, no, hold on. Let me say
hold
that. Let me say that again. When did you know you could sing? Because you can sing. You just don't sing. You sang.
Okay. I'm not even gonna cap. I've been singing, honestly, all my life since I was 5 years old. I didn't know I can sing until my sophomore year in high school when I was in gospel choir.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, this is new. But I've been really shy, and I've been definitely holding back a little bit. So with the 2 singles that I do have out right now, it definitely shows like my range.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a lot. I was
Did
like,
it?
I'm not comfortable doing this because I'm comfortable singing like this and like hitting my notes like this. I'm not really comfortable like using my full voice and stuff like that. So it was definitely very uncomfortable for me. I'm glad that I did it.
Yeah.
Because now people know, like, okay.
Like they know.
She can sing for real.
Yeah.
Okay, she ain't whispering no more.
Hey, Demonte, could you take our phone just in case we get a phone call?
Now, what if he dropped it?
Hey, I got a case. It happens. But you know, I trust him. You gotta have trust
You do.
in your team. And you see what happens. And he probably snapped a picture while he did it. He that nice.
Let me find out.
You ain't even peeped the picture. He was like, I got you.
Okay.
Hey, it's smooth. But I love it. So when did you record your first song? Was it Drive Slow? That wasn't your first
That
song?
was not my first
Right.
song.
So when did you record your first song? Like first time in the studio, and how was that for you?
My first song I recorded was in 20. Thank you.
Yeah, no
First song I recorded was in 2017. It's actually called Can I?
Really?
Yes.
Like Ray J, can I? Sexy, can I just put him on? Hey, girl, got it. Like, oh. I love it.
It's really sexy, but the quality is poor. So
like my first interview. I love it.
Yeah,
like my first 10, 20.
Okay, so it's just like we're not even gonna talk about.
Did you put it out though?
I did.
On all streaming platforms?
No, I think when I came out, I was just doing
SoundCloud? Got you. Did any singers ever blow off SoundCloud? Because I know SoundCloud rapping was a thing. But singers blew up as well?
Yeah.
I was really trying to stay out of the SoundCloud wave.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, when I was doing music back then, Nefertiti Avani.
That's where she came from?
Yeah,
Okay.
she had a lot of music on SoundCloud. I mean, of course, she's known in the city.
Oh, yeah, she's
Nefertiti
big
Avani.
now. Yeah, she's huge now.
You
But
know
you
what
gotta
I
start
mean?
somewhere.
Right.
So that's dope. I didn't know that. I didn't know if singers was actually being able to be seen, because I know a lot of record labels was just looking for rappers on SoundCloud. 'Cause it was just a wave, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't sure, but that's dope. And how did you kind of transition into saying, I want to do this as a career, so I have to get these on all these streaming platforms, I have to create this look, I have to do all that. When did that start to come into play?
I want to say in 2018.
Okay.
When I first went to Atlanta. After that, I dropped my other single called "Don't Fuck With Me," and I dropped the EP as well too. So once I started listening to my lyrics, and I'm like, well, this is not something I'm just going to do as a hobby. You know, I've always been creatively inclined all my life as far as poems, writing little songs, and I was 12 years old in my room because I'm on punishment. You know what I mean? So it's just like, at that moment, 2018, I'm like, I have to start now, because if I don't start now, I'm never going to start, and I'm not going to keep like, you know, starting over or just minimizing my light because I'm with a group.
Right.
Or minimizing my light because they want me to sing this way and stuff like that. Like, this is my career. At the end of the day, who's going to die, you know, feeling happy because they went after what they wanted, or depressed because they didn't.
And having to look back at that.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And that's not what we're going to do.
So that was kind of your push to be like, I'm not going to regret when I'm at that older age, I'm not gonna regret. I'm gonna do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love that because that's what happens to me. I just be like, look, if I'm 45 and I didn't do it,
exactly,
and I'm upset at myself for it, I would hate that.
Exactly.
So let me just do it.
Exactly, and it's just so bad because a lot of our parents, they
chose.
probably had things that they wanted to do, but they
Mhm.
chose not to go after that. You know, showing themselves that they're
Especially
worthy
after
of it.
becoming a parent. Absolutely.
Exactly. So I feel like it's really important for me now as a mom and as an individual that I show myself and my kids. Like, it doesn't matter like who you are,
Yes.
what's tied to you, or you know what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, you can do anything you want to. You just got to believe in yourself. And once you start believing in yourself, that's when everybody's going to start believing in you, backing you, investing in you, sharing you, listening to you. You know what I mean? So you got to start, you know. And my kids are my biggest supporters.
Okay, talk your shit then.
Okay,
So
saying.
you became a mother, I believe you told us in 2019?
No, I became a mom in 2011.
Wow, okay, so you have a
10-year-old.
a 10-year-old, and
a
then you have a
3-year-old.
3-year-old. So you was already a mother before you even was like, I'm going to really take this serious. So you was already in your mind, I'm going to do both. I love it. And what were some of those challenges for you at first? Just juggling, though, because I know it was a lot. I know.
It's a lot. Challenging was, I was 16 when I had my daughter. And in high school, and I already had like my life planned out, whether I had my daughter or if I didn't. So going through those challenges and making sure that I'm keeping up with my schoolwork and still making sure I'm being a mom and still making sure I'm being true to who I am was really rough.
Yes.
Because like at that time, you know, teen moms was looked at like
Down.
You're not worth anything. You can't do anything anymore, and you're not valuable. You're stuck. You're worthless. Like you're a penny to a quarter. You're nothing.
Right.
You know, and I made sure that with me, who I am, that I never allow those stereotypes or just that judgment to ever like cloud my mind.
Absolutely.
Ever. And I made sure that I don't base myself around anybody that made me feel like I'm less than what I am. So that's where my song Gotta Flex comes from.
I love it. I love
Or
it.
to my ex, I can't stress off you no more.
Me neither.
Because I'm brand new.
I was stressing. Lord have mercy. Anyway. Okay, so I want to get into the first single then. The newer single, Drive Slow, but then we have the newer single, Gotta Flex. But I want to start with Drive Slow because we got to talk about the video.
Let's talk about
how you what made you pick My World Studios as the location?
So I'm kind of weird, y'all. Like, I'm very weird. So I can listen to a beat and I already know like how I want the visuals to be.
Okay.
From
the beat?
Yeah.
You ain't even got to put a song on it or a vocal or nothing. You see it already.
You can really get a vibe for like how you want the song to be and how you want the visuals to be if you were to ever do that.
Yeah.
So the song was the beat. The beat was very like vibey, very sexy, and very chill. And My Real Studios kind of give that, you know, when you're performing and stuff like that. So I'm like, imagine if I wrote this song that I freestyle too. I like to freestyle sometimes.
I love it.
And I actually invested in it and did a video. Where would I go? I have a whole notebook about how I want the visuals to be. And then I got picked up by Deuce, and he was managing me. And I'm like, so this is what we're doing. This is how I want them done. And blah, 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 blah. You got me? All right, let's go. So it was very interesting to see me, like, not only just being an artist, but also like a creative director, directing my stuff and actually telling people how I want things done.
Oh, so that's what you did. Because I couldn't tell that you were behind the camera, but then I could tell you were behind the camera.
I wrote the treatment plan, and my
look at her treatment plan.
My director, which was my manager at the time, like he just followed through with everything. Exactly. So I was kind of behind the camera. I was just making sure everything looked good, but I also doing what I needed to do.
Right.
But if it wasn't for him, like, you know, contributing to the success of Drive Slow, the visuals, like, it would have never been how it was.
Wow.
Like, it takes a team, it takes a village for things to be great. So shout out to Deuce. Shout out to Logan Kingston because
Right.
he shot.
Shout out to Logan. You know that's my guy. I love him. Even though he's
Like-
taking forever to come up here. Hurry up, man.
Son of my bitch.
But maybe if I call her first.
Stop.
No, but I literally was just him. I was with him yesterday. I'll be messing with him all the time.
He's the GOAT.
He's awesome. He's one of the. What made you pick him though?
Why
would
not?
you?
Why?
Exactly.
Why
That's
would
all I
you
wanna hear.
not?
That's
Like
all I
why? Logan, like why
Come
would
on.
you not?
If he's available.
Okay.
Come
it's just-
on.
No, like his. I can't like. There's no reason to not pick Logan.
And you also, or was this Logan or was
No.
this
His name is Mark.
No, Mark. Mark works here. This is yeah. Mark is in here. Shout out to Mark. Mark, yeah. This
Where
is.
he at?
No, I don't know where he at now, but he works with us. Yeah,
Okay.
he like all his stuff is in here. Yeah, he's.
Ghetto Kids Big Dream.
Yes,
Oh,
shout out to
okay.
Ghetto Kid.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Yeah, we got real ties and we be really working out here. So no, okay, I thought it was either Logan or Mark. I just forgot which one it was. But yeah, so you went down to Atlanta and did some work with Mark, and was for Gotta Flex though. Did you was that location based? Did you do that just for the video, or were you down there and was like, let's get this in?
So let me tell y'all a little story, okay?
And I jumped, but hey, we here.
So listen, so I had everything set out with Gotta Flex.
Mm-hmm.
When I got there, I checked out the original location. I'm like, yeah, this is not happening here.
Really?
I can't. Because I'm so used to like accommodating and adjusting and modifying who I am to fit something.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew in that moment if I did that, I would not be happy and I would not even share my own video.
Wow.
So I asked one question to the person that was hosting. I'm like, so here's the scene that I'm doing that's in my treatment. Can I do this here? And they said no. I'm like, well, not on Beyonce's Green Earth am I doing this video.
Right.
I'm like, Deuce, you need to get my funds back because I need to stay true to myself. And even though I did agree to that location, I knew that deep down in my heart, now that I actually saw how it looks, because people be scamming on these pictures, y'all.
Yeah.
People be scamming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But now that I saw how it looked, I'm like, there's no way that I can be who Angel Dust is in a location like this.
Wow.
Not saying it wasn't bad, it just wasn't up to who I am as first
And
a
what you were
person.
going for.
Right. So
Exactly.
I felt proud of myself that I was standing up for myself.
That's
It definitely
beautiful.
rubbed some people the wrong way.
Really?
It did. It did. I got called a diva and stuff like that. But I'd rather be a diva than somebody who's just doing things just to make somebody
Appease.
else
Yeah.
like somebody else happy and they're
Yeah.
not being happy with themselves. So
Exactly.
I'm not starting that cycle all over again.
Absolutely.
So I found that location that I did Gotta Flex at literally within a day, and I was like, I need to come here.
And
I'll
then
set it up.
You brought in big time BMF.
Elijah,
Lamar.
yes.
It's Lamar, right?
Uh-huh.
Elijah Lamar. Shout out to you. I've gotten to meet him once, but
cool.
I've been watching him, and he's working. What made you pick him?
So listen,
Or was he down there already? He was like, hey.
he already down there. He's actually cool with Deuce.
Okay.
Before, I got to meet him. There's a lot of things that did change. I had 2 people already scheduled to be in this film. One person backed out, but Deuce said he already have a backup. And I was like, okay. He said, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just do my makeup, make sure I look good, make sure my eyelashes ain't eyelashing off my face, and I'm going to just show up. And I seen this man like leaning against this slingshot. I'm like, this is probably the host of this venue. I'm like, do you work here? He's like, no, I'm starring in somebody's music videos. Your name Angel Dust? I was like, yes. He's like, I'm like, you look familiar. You look like the dude from BMF. I was like, are you from BMF? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm Angel.
This is a good one. Hey, Deuce, you're doing your job.
Okay.
Yeah, you did your job on that one. That was up.
So that was really amazing to work with people who are further in the industry with me. And then some of my people who are already in the industry as it is, working with people that I want to work with, they pulled up for me off of love. Shout out to Bobby. So it was definitely fun to network with all these creative individuals and like just see like I can boss up regardless of what the situation pans itself out to be, and I can rise above anything. It just really showed me like what type of person I can be when shit hits the fan.
Absolutely.
You know, I handle everything with love. I did not raise my voice not one time, regardless of how pissed off I was. But I handle everything with love, and I made sure that I stayed firm on what I wanted, because at the end of the day,
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters, right?
You gotta live with that at the end of the day.
I gotta live with that.
You gotta take that home. You gotta want to push that.
Absolutely.
So you gotta be happy with it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I love it. You have, and I've seen you perform. Well, before that, go get Drop Slow.
Yes.
Go get Gotta Flex.
Yes.
Right now, stream that. You're not gonna be upset.
Nope.
It's very beautiful music. Very soothing music. Very get over your shit music. Bossed up. So go get that. That is definitely, links are in the description. Go get that right now. But I want to talk about performing these songs. Have you been able to perform Gotta Flex yet?
Yes.
Okay, have you? I know you performed Drive Slow. But before we talk about that, you put Gotta Flex, and this is the first time I actually got to see it in the. It was over the All-Star Weekend. It was, what was that called? The event called? Shout out to Andrew Lloyd. You do a lot of events, so a lot of names.
Oh, it was Drive Slow. It was Drive Slow.
It was Drive Slow. It was Drive Slow. Okay. And that was the
film festival.
The film festival. Shout out Logan Kingston, because he had that makes sense. Because he shot that one. Look, I'll be going through a lot. Anyway, I'll be so close, and then it'd just be like one thing, and be like, nah, that was it. All right, that makes sense. How did that feel to have that on the big screen, Drive Slow?
That was definitely a moment. Some people might view that as small because we're still in Cleveland, but my video got like over 29,000 views.
Wow.
So just for me to like have my stuff broadcasted in front of everybody else who do music or further than me, that opened up a lot. Like I got to talk to other people. I got to, create business relationships with other people. Yeah. So it's
really needed.
It really was, and I was like, "You want my stuff at your page? Okay, we can do it. Okay, we can do it. I'm just gonna have to pop out. We can do it." And
you popped out. I might throw a picture because we got one. Whew, you was looking good, girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so then back to the performing. How has it been performing these songs, your old songs? How is performing for you?
It's definitely different now. The old songs I have, it wasn't definitely heavy in like backgrounds. There wasn't a lot of tracking in the old songs. So with the new songs I do have pushing now, now that I'm on a different level than before, I definitely need to start working with like background singers and definitely, just
taking that next level.
Right, just taking the next level because nothing's average anymore.
Talk your shit.
I'm not average anymore.
Hey, ever have been? Never. Never have been. What do you?
Never average.
But you had to learn that about yourself. Because I'm the same way. I've been him. I'm him. But I'm him now. Like I'm really him now.
Okay.
But you have to prove it to yourself first.
Exactly.
And once you prove it to yourself, everybody else becomes irrelevant. But then what we kind of do at first is we try to prove it to everybody else before we prove it to ourselves.
Exactly.
Because if you prove it to yourself first, who gives a damn?
Exactly. Exactly.
So when did you get to that point where you was like, I'm that girl?
When I got them recording Drive Slow.
Really? So that's why I want to talk about these two specifically, because I feel like those were very impactful moments for you as an artist when you're talking about, like you said, leveling up and really becoming Angel Dust and becoming this artist and becoming this person and carrying yourself a certain way. So after Drive Slow, but nothing's immediate. So where did you start to go in your mind to kind of keep you to Gotta Flex? Because you were still going through things. So what kind of was like, no, I'm still her. After you figured it out.
I looked at myself in the mirror. I give myself these prep talks every morning and before I go to bed. And I know that everybody go through stuff, but everybody is not to that point where they're wanting to express that because of vulnerability issues. And I know with my music before, I can definitely relate to people. I've definitely had people come up to me like, listen to this song, it sounds so good, and it made me cry, made me think of my ex, and fuck that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, so if I can definitely like translate what I went through with this person or this situation and make it relatable to society. Just imagine how many people I can reach. You know what I mean? And I've only performed Gotta Flex 3 times, and each time I was able to have a woman or 2 or 3 record me and tell me, you know, like, I really love the meaning behind Gotta Flex, because it doesn't matter like what I went through, like I still gotta flex, and the biggest flex is my life and how nothing bothers me because I'm brand new. I'm like, that's really the whole purpose of Gotta Flex.
So
like
your message got across.
Exactly. So that really that made it definitely easier for me to broadcast or just showcase like I have range more, and showcase that I can be relatable by just knowing that I can touch people. And I'm a really big empath, and I really like to help people. So that's just really part of who I am. So,
what is an empath? Because I feel like I am one too.
So if somebody's feeling some type of way, like you can
feel
sense it, and you can kind of like take on those feelings.
Oh, I'm not, because I don't take on nobody's shit. No, I do. I used to. I definitely used to take on everybody's emotions and try to, you know, be just a strong support. But then it started to break you down. It starts to break you down, and people can't see that you're being broke down because it's internally.
Exactly.
So it's like, for me, I have to stay strong. I'm the only man of 3 different women in my life as far as sisters and mother, and I have to be strong at certain points, but that means I can't take on everybody's stuff anymore.
Right, because at the
and
end
I
of the
was
day,
exactly at the
you're
end of the
still
day,
your person, and you still got to live with yourself.
Exactly, and you still go through your own stuff.
Exactly.
So when stuff was starting to hit the fan for me, and I was taking on my sisters and my moms and everybody's situations, I was like,
absolutely.
are we gonna make it? Are we gonna be good? Because I'm spazzing. But I wasn't in tune with me and what was bothering me and what I was taking on and things like that. So yes, we have to be very open with ourselves. So thank you for speaking on that. That is very important. As an artist, what do you want to show and give to your fans?
That you can do anything you put your mind to. And don't be afraid to doing that. You know, just with what you all know so far, like I have 2 kids, and I had my first when I was only 16. And the amount of love and the amount of support and the places I've seen, the people I have under my wing that can look out for me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what your story is or what you come from, what you think that you can't do. Like, you can do that stuff. And that's really like what I want to preach and what I want to give to everybody as I progress. Like, it doesn't matter where you come from or who you think that you are. Like, if you start building yourself up, holding yourself accountable for what has happened to you, and start putting in the work to make yourself a better person, you can be that person you dream that you see in your dreams. Or you can be that artist. You can be that girl for yourself. You can be that girl for whatever that's attached to you. So go out and get it. Wipe your face. Get out of bed, child.
Wipe your face.
You can do it. You can do anything.
You can. But you said something very important. That is, you have to be real with yourself first. You have to be honest about what you've done, what people have done to you, and accept it. And not blame them anymore for why you where you're at.
Exactly.
Because that holds us back so much.
Exactly.
Because if you're never taking accountability for yourself, you'll never take the responsibility that it takes to get where you need to go.
And you'll never grow.
So I appreciate you.
Always.
Before we get out of here, we got to do one more thing. It's called Get It Off Your Chest.
Get it off your chest.
And that is just
sound toxic.
Whatever you need. It's actually the less toxic thing we do here. I try to do it. So this is just us saying, before we see you again, what do you want to tell your fans, your friends, your supporters, your family, before we see you again?
I love you. And thank you. And y'all will see me again.
And it's the King T Network. We out of here.